Rubber Ducky here. Welcome back to episode 7 of the Axis campaign in iBomber Defense. If you're new to the channel, then take a moment and click the subscribe button. Check out the previous battles in the iBomber Defense Axis campaign playlist. Eastern Mediterranean, 40 waves, sea and air. Tiger Shark, defend these docks to the end. If they fall to the enemy, everything is lost. Alright, we're going to start with machine guns, and we need it right here at the choke point. This will cover both the north and the south approach, and it will be more than enough for the first few waves. Easy here with the level 3 machine gun. If they were a little bit more dense, you can tell that that would be about the limit for one. So I'm going to start placing cannons now. Not because we need it, but because the machine gun will hold just fine, and might as well get the money spent in the cannons early. This can be tricky though. It's very easy to overextend with the cannons and then not have the rapid fire needed. So, gotta be careful here. And we've got enough for another cannon, so we'll go down here. We also have to place the cannons strategically in order to maximize our X weapons in the future. More little patrol boats, nothing we can't handle here. You can tell that the cannons work really nicely against the larger ships though. They're in a decent position where they just stagger fire, and we're not really wasting ammo on one target, you know, like we're actually getting good timing. Alright, we got 2 waves. We are going to need extra firepower for this one. Yep, we're going to go ahead and rewind real quick. And as soon as we get ready, right there, get that one up. There we go. That was rough timing because you got that first ship we had to kill before we could actually place that cannon. But again, trying to avoid the machine guns is not necessary. It's just the way I like to do this one. So we got 2 cannons down low, 2 cannons up top, machine gun to pick off anybody that squeezes by. And right now, like, the increased quantity of cannons is more important than raising their level. We need more shells firing than we need higher powered shells. See, like, top cannons can handle the top pretty well. Machine gun can pick up the ones that sneak by because they're almost completely dead. And we got even more boats. Let's get an extra cannon up here to poke some holes in it. That buys a tiny bit of time for the cannons to relocate their aim. Get a level 2 there because we got the heavier ships down south. And that one cannon will be able to engage tracks coming from the top. So we went ahead and did that upgrade, and we'll work on the north ones in a minute. Alright, see, that's nice because this one-shots those smaller boats. 3 cannons up top. We'll go ahead and upgrade this guy. They're pretty close, and to be honest, with the level 2 cannon on the south side, it probably would be fine. But get that in while we have the money. And then we have the air raid coming up in 3 waves, so we will need to accumulate $40 in the next 2 waves after this one, because I am going to spend the 40 right there. Alright, lots of fast ones. This is where we make some money though, so just kill these guys and we'll be looking pretty good. Alright, get him upgraded, and then we're going to count on this to bring in $20, and we'll place our first AA turret. Just enough. We do have level 2 cannons all the way around, so that's nice. No problem with the air. Between the 5 level 2 cannons, these ships are no match. Alright, since we have 3 up top, I would like to upgrade the bottom ones first, if possible. There we go. Using this one to the east helps the most, just because it enables it to engage the north tracks as well. And as you can tell, we're going to swap out that machine gun in favor of a 3rd cannon. And it's brought up to speed at level 2 as well. Level 3 up there. And with the layered defensive cannons, we do enough damage over time that I'm not as concerned about quick moving targets. So we can just count on all cannons from here on. Those guys are just getting vaporized. Go up with a level 3 there, and let's get a level 2 AA turret. Planes are getting a little bit closer to each other, so they'll start bleeding past. And we need 45 for a level 3 down there. Okay. So it'd be nice to get our X weapon placed on the bottom. But I think before we do that, we're going to put one more cannon up here to the west of the AA turret. And then that'll help both avenues, but we'll be looking good for a X weapon up in the top as well after this. Air, that's good. That's some free money for us. These lighter ships are good too because they'll send more of them. Alright, so all level 3s all the way around. When we get to 70, we're going to do an X weapon on the south end, in between the 3 cannons on that empty square. And, oh, nope, not a cannon. X weapon, there it is. With how slow the X weapons fire, I do think they are a liability when they're level 1, because they don't do so much damage that they're overpowered or anything, but they still have that slow reload time. So getting them upgraded, kind of an important priority for me. Easy kills right here. Some heavier targets coming, but I think we go ahead and just take level 3. And then we'll get an X weapon to the northwest of the AA turret, and that'll be our next objective. More free money right there. They're actually holding well. So, got this extra cannon down. He's kind of our buffer. Do a little bit more damage early, so we get more damage over time. And it's also level 3 now, so we can prioritize the X weapon for the heavies that are going to be coming in these last couple waves. Get that upgraded there as well, because we've got bombers coming in soon. They sneak that fast wave in there. But that's free money. X weapon. There's the bombers. And got a level 2. The X weapons are really nice against the naval vessels though, because they just tank so much damage that those big shock shells just kind of, they do a big chunk for you, so you can knock these things out before they come around. Even as slow as like the battleships are, they still move reasonably quick because of how much damage they take. Though, as I have mentioned before, I wouldn't mind a steeper challenge. Alright. More bombers. And we'll get that extra single AA turret up. Once we hit 70 here, we're good to go. And final wave. So we've got the money. Just go ahead and throw that turret down. And we can get it upgraded. And that's all that we're going to get. Now it's just a matter of grinding through the battleships. Not that there's too much, but just got to wait for them to sail through, even though we know they're not going to make it. So after this battle, we'll have a counterattack, and we'll be maxed out. This was a mission complete with perfect round and a score of 426,911. And we're going to take 2 perks in Firestorm, and then after the counterattack, we'll be full. So this one's not too bad, and with the good timing and starting the cannons early, it does make it a breeze. The machine guns get overwhelmed quickly, and it's hard to recover. But I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. If so, please support the channel by leaving a like. Make sure you're subscribed to help with my journey to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.